So this isn't what I'm supposed to sound like, but if you're the 90% of people who don't know that, just let them think this is how it goes. I went to my doctor earlier this week and was kind of hoping it'd be big enough to get out of this, and they said, no, you're good. So instead, you get to hear me with a little bit of a lost voice. I had another concern when I signed up to do this. I actually got a drink with Jake, who's one of the event organizers, and I said, I feel like I understand what Studebaker Talks is about. I really love people who come here and give us a story about something. You know, it's like a mission you can get behind or something you're supposed to take away. And I'm concerned, if I come and I give a Studebaker talk, I might get up there and ramble for 15 minutes and not really talk about anything. And Jake said one of the kindest things that anybody can say. He knows me and my work, and he said, Zach, from you, that's exactly what we expect. So, great news. I'm gonna let you know what the talk is about. It's about nothing. Are we all on the same page? Listen, tickets were like $10, so I'm like a $2 talk. So you'll see a $5 talk later. I'll take the bottom shelf. And with that out of the way, I can now do whatever I want. Let's get started. Here, I'll give you a collection of mundane Indiana moments in the last 27 and a half years, and I threw in a couple slides that are just sound effects to keep it interesting, keep you on your toes. February 6, 1995, a white baby boy was born. If you're wondering whether or not he was special, great news. He has 6 fingers on his left hand. This is not a joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They didn't let me keep it. I can only show you the scar. We're not going to talk about that again. I just think it's fun. February 1st, 1996. My family moves to Indiana, and I got bad news. We moved to Granger. Boo, boo, oh! Listen, I've reflected, I've grown. I would have made a more equitable housing decision as a newborn if I had just been more educated. But here we are. And I can make fun of Granger. Some of my best friends are from Granger. None of them are here tonight. They saw bike paths in walkable neighborhoods and went home. June 7th, 1997, my mom ran the sunburst. I think she's here. Holla. December 14th, 1997, Christmas party at Holy Cross on Jefferson. I'm just going to keep it moving pretty quick, actually, because we got 27 and a half years to get through. May 10th, 1996, went to the Potawatomi Zoo. January 6th, 1998, we got a foot of snow. April 18th, 1998, went on an earth walk at Lieber Park. This is on purpose. October 10th, 1998, PGA Tour. Here we come, my friends. Oh, with the fit? Come on, I'm going to get sponsored. November 13th, 1999, church played at South Bend Public Library. November 13th, 1999, a little later that day, I had to scrub the old toilet. There's a pun I'd like to make, but only the most clever of you will get it. April 22nd, 2000, Holy Cross Easter egg hunt. We'll let this play. Well, we won't. Whoa, 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 whoa. What am I Come on, this is the most important part of the talk. Can I get the sound effect? Yeah, someone give it to me. There we go. It was great. I spent a long time picking it out. April 29, 2000, went to Kids Kingdom. July 23rd, 2000, we were skateboarding at our house, doing a great job. July 29, 2001, Vacation Bible School at Clay United Methodist. August 4th, 2001, triathlon at Potawatomi again. June 22nd, 2003, Harris Baseball. Is he going to make it? Nope. Baseball is not going to come back up in this talk. That was the end of that. So we started working on our stunt reel in November. If there are any Hollywood producers in the audience, I got more where that came from. 7/8/2005, pool party at Twickenham. February 7, 2007, in the paper. Let's go. March 30, 2007, highlight of my life. My stuffed animal collection was featured at the Harris Library. October 4, 2007, light the night, and... We're back. May 16, 2008, went to the Prince Caspian premiere at like 2 p.m. on a Friday. January 31st, 2009, I was not playing. I learned my lesson as my brother getting tackled. Good for him. April 5th, 2011, at the zoo again, never not. May 14th, 2011, prom at the Res. Come on, who's in the audience? Catch me. I got more where that came from. I got a little too much where that came from. Yeah, it's okay, we can move on. June 3rd, 2012, I went to work at a job at a summer camp, and then I came back from that summer camp job, July 31st, 2012. I met a girl at that summer camp. We went and got coffee. Oh, foreshadowing. This guy tried to sell me weed. March 30th, 2013, I took my senior pictures, and I knew how to pose. What's that? How's this? Just this. July 20th, 2013, went on another date at the downtown library.
So Peter Parker from
Again, if we want like a fourth Spider-Man, I'm here. February 7th, 2015, look at that. Still at the Chase Tower, that's fun. I have a confession about Main Street Coffee House. I used to go there right before the end of the business day, and they would give me free coffee and pastries, and they closed. So I feel like I should apologize. I feel like that's a little bit on me. August 13th, 2015, South Bend Photo Walk, Eagle and Child, if you know, you know. Ooh. June 5th, 2016, we found an unlocked door at the Chase Tower. This is past the statute of limitations. So, good luck. August 6th, 2016, I bought a car, the one on the left. August 11th, 2016, we got married at the Brick, and I have to say this. People still text me about the donut wall. I don't know where it is, okay? This is my public. I don't know where it is. Build your own. That's the only thing people cared about at our wedding. February 16, 2017, in the paper again. Let's go. June 2nd, 2017, inaugural best week ever. Moved into a house on St. Louis Boulevard on August 2nd, 2017. What's next? August 11th, 2017, still in downtown South Bend. All right, this is a PSA to Mishawaka. Get a bike path, okay? I used to work on Grape Road, and this is footage, I'm not joking, I would film with my GoPro because I was concerned I'd need it for an insurance claim. But the habit stuck, and when I got my car fixed, oh wait, no, sorry, I ran Sunburst, shut him up. Much later, when I got my car fixed, I would just film my commutes.
In South Bend.
Got in the habit of it.
And we are heading to work.
This video is like 20 minutes long. I'm not gonna make you watch the rest of it. June 22nd, 2018, went on a walk on the East Bank. August 23rd, 2018, ooh, Liberty Tower. Ooh, guess who's back? Guess who's back? I designed that logo, so the trespassing paid off. Oh, one more sound effect just to keep you guys on your toes. Gotcha. July 6th, 2019, we bought a house. Not that one. June 21st, 2021, go skate day, still skating. February 2nd, 2022, Snowmageddon 22. I hope everybody stayed safe. I hope everybody, stayed indoors, didn't do anything too outlandish. This one's not past the statute of limitations. Who knows who that guy is? Look at that. Wearing goggles? Could be anybody. March 12th, 2022, eventually you have to give up on your stunt reel dreams, but that person is not me! Hollywood, I'm ready! Still got it. May 27, 2022, we adopted Morgan Elena, and she brought her son with her into our little family, and I think that makes me South Bend's youngest grandfather. Check me on that one, but June 23rd, 2022, said goodbye to my childhood home that I showed you at the beginning. And on October 7th, 2022, I went to the library and finished up this presentation and digitized the slides of the home that you saw at the beginning. This is 6 hours ago. Slides were due on Monday. Sorry, Jake. So that's it. How's that? How's that for the first act of my little show? Now, this is the part where we talk about what it means, right? We gotta say something and get somewhere. I already told you. I feel like you had all the time in the world to know this was coming. It's not about anything. I've spent most of my life pointing a camera at pretty much nothing, and I never, ever really wondered where the photos and videos were going until July 18th, 2021, I got this in the mail. This is a thumb drive that my grandfather, who's still living, sent me. And for almost all of my life, he's been the archivist. He's been the one who finds the newspaper scraps, the photos, the videos, etc., and he compiles them and keeps them on his computer. And he sent me and all my siblings and all my cousin a thumb drive, 4 gigabytes. And he didn't say it explicitly, but we felt it. This was him saying, I'm done. The project has reached the place where it's going to reach, and I'm downsizing, and I've done the best I can to keep track of it, but it's for one of you to take. And when I looked on that thumb drive, my life was about 200 pictures. And I did what any sane person would do, and I went on a wild 18-month journey trying to digitize every scrap of film, every bit of tape that I could possibly find. How many of you guys have in the back of your mind that at your mom or dad's house or somewhere there's VHS tapes of you or mini DV tapes, okay? How many people have filmed on those tapes? Keep the hands up, okay? So, did you know they have a shelf life? It wasn't until I got this thumb drive that I Googled it and I found out that VHS tapes, for 20 years, they're okay, but then at 20, they start to degrade. At 25, they're watchable, but they're on their way out. 30 years, they're gone. Luckily, 1990 was 10 years ago. So, we're in the clear. No, grappling with this information, I had a mild existential crisis and spent thousands of dollars buying a bunch of digitizing equipment and trying to get everything organized. And I tell you, it was actually harder to find some of the digital stuff. This is my laptop from high school. It had all my high school photos. When I booted it up, it said it was going to melt. So I had to put it in the fridge, download stuff, put it back on the charger, back and forth. This is my old Windows computer that we used to edit our stunt reels on. Ready for you, Hollywood. One of the hard drives on it failed. So about 2/3 of it is still good. And this is what my basement looks like now. This is just a little sampling of it. Boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. I took it on. I took it from my grandfather and I said, all right, here we go. And what that left me with was 100,000 photos and videos of my life. It just recently crossed 100,000 and I'm not even done with the film. And, it made me wonder, sort of reaching this big number, reaching a point where I could sort of look back on all this stuff. What does this leave me with? Nothing, and so much nothing. Can I tell you, these are some actual slides. That's the toilet that we talked about before. This is just some guy on the beach. I just had my tripod running and he happened to be playing with his dog. And this is one of us being fed by my mom and someone can't quite the picture because someone's yelling, I guess. This is most of it. Most of it is nothing. And I didn't, you don't realize once you have 100,000 photos and videos of something that it actually takes a long time to piece through it. So I needed a way to get through it, and I had an idea. I'm gonna apologize in advance, but we're gonna talk about TikTok. Okay. So I posted on TikTok. Here's the thing, TikTok is the only social media my mom doesn't use, so it's just a place for, I posted on TikTok, and I had a couple friends who followed me, and I said, give me a date, and I'll go through and I'll find what we were doing on that date, right? Or give me some random date, and I'll see what we're finding. Because there's almost a 50% chance I have something. It was once a week, we had the camera out when I was young, and then once I had a phone, and just take pictures all the time. And I just want to say, when people tell a story about the internet, it doesn't have to blow up for it to be a big deal, okay? So, when you watch a movie, people upload a video to YouTube, and then it goes viral, and it's oh, I knew that was going to happen. So, just because we're bringing up the internet, most of the internet happens in ways that are not viral and not seen. But my phone melted in my pocket, and here we are, a couple months later, that video just views and views and views and views. And over the course of this little project, I've gotten 42,000 comments, 10 million views, 1.3 million likes. And before you start wondering, well, maybe what he's showing is different than what he's shown us tonight. Maybe there's better stuff, and that's why I went viral. I'm just gonna play one of the TikToks. Here you go.
Yeah, so for June 1st, 2007, I have this picture of my sister eating cereal, and then I also have this picture of my brother eating cereal. That's it.
That has 3 million views. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's what happened. And, here's the funny thing. When you post a lot of videos of young people hurting themselves, you get account strikes, and I'm one strike away from being banned from the platform forever. So the other fun tidbit here is you might go to find my profile, oh, I'll follow this TikTok. It could be gone. This project, gets a bunch of views or whatever, and this is the part where, we're getting dangerously close to the end here, and I haven't really given you anything that this is about. I feel like I warned you, but here we are. Doing this project really prompted me to ask, why do people care about me? And why do people care about South Bend? What is it about? Is it me? Is it this region? Is it, all the stuff happening here? And it's funny, something about the movies I was watching growing up taught me that I, a straight white guy, was going to be the center of the story. I don't really know where I got that idea. I don't know what it is about American media that just like made me internalize a constant white savior narrative, but here we are today. And doing this project, this really taught me it could be anybody. Like, I recognize that I want to think it's all about me and it would be fun and that, like, oh, they like my stunts. I'm just some guy to all these people. It going viral further pounded into my brain, like, you don't really have anything to offer. And when I brought this to this talk, I thought to myself, surely somewhere in all the pictures, all those slides, I showed at the beginning that are pulled from the archive, somewhere there's like a nice 3-beat narrative that goes beginning, middle, end, and like Zach has a solution. We fix it. But I tried as hard as possible, and it's not there. It's just pictures of toilets and jumping off the roof, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes it's just like us zooming in on bugs because we thought bugs were fun. And I like to think it's about South Bend, and a couple years ago, I probably would have told you South Bend's going to save America. But that didn't happen, and now I'm smart enough to realize Middle America doesn't mean center of the universe. I want to take 1 second to reframe why people might have been looking at this stuff in the first place. Because most of the comments are like my birthday or like my anniversary or something fun, just a random date. But I got this one comment, and I have a couple like it. It's not most of them, and I don't respond to them because I think it's a little too sensitive, but I think it's appropriate to share it here. This person said, September 24th, 2021, I want to see you lived the worst day of my life. When I got this comment, I realized some people needed to know that on a day when they were at their absolute lowest, for somebody else, it was forgettable. And it was in this moment that all of the nothing, all of the stuff I had forgotten, all of these moments that just like washed by me, I realized a day that I'm bored is a day that the world is still spinning. And so, I think it's important that as you look at your life and you look at all these things that go by, I think, one person's going to say 100,000 photos and videos, who cares? Other people are going to go, I need to go to Gene's right now and give them my entire VHS collection because it's on its way out. But I'm going to tell you, being on the other side of this like 18-month archiving bender, that I don't need it anymore. What I realized writing this talk is that this is not the story of a guy who has 100,000 photos and videos of his life. This is the story of a guy who has lived 100,000 moments. And you don't need to photograph them, and you don't need to remember them for that to be important. I often wonder if by measuring our lives by the highest highs, we invite lower lows. And so I'm going to leave you with what sounds like a joke, but I really mean it. And I hope you can take this and understand that if you're doing nothing, or you don't have a Studebaker talk to give, like I feel I don't, or if you don't feel like, where's my life going? Am I going to like reach these big high peaks? I just want you to know, if it feels like nothing, nothing matters. Thank you.